welcome to this wonderful Friday Eve show.
I really wish you guys could hear the conversation right before we go on.
Oh, how nasty you are behind the scenes to me? Absolutely. Let's just air out the dirty laundry.
This one just looked at me and said,
"Rude.
I'm glad you're trying to ruin my dreams, Mel."
That's it. Everything's shut down. She couldn't get the live stream on fast enough and all flustered, hitting the buttons.
Well, you keep getting us thrown in jail.
The cat bit the dog. I'm trying to get us up and out, honey. I'm not going to be no 100-view show, honey.
Go ahead,
I got to
do
get
your
things
intro,
done.
boo.
Thank you, boo. Good morning, Sunnies. It's a beautiful Thursday in the ancient city. This week is close enough to smell the weekend. Isn't that right?
Ew.
Your Sunny TV family is right here with you. I'm Davey, of course, your host with the most. And buckle up because today's show is absolutely jam-packed with fabulousness. So let's not waste a second. Let's throw it over to the snack queen of the sunny scene, my one and only co-host, Melanie.
Ew, government name.
Well, it works.
That's so crazy.
You need another syllable.
Good morning, David. Sunny's clear schedule because we've got a live musical moment today.
Woo!
The wonderful Sage Trunnell is stopping by, and she's debuting her brand new single Like Any Other Day right here at our desk.
I just tagged her in comments. Follow her ASAP. Amazing
Mom,
lady.
I'm telling you, get your tissues ready.
Woo, child. Great
A
story.
horsewoman turned powerhouse singer with a voice they're comparing to Stevie Nicks and Adele. You do not want to miss this.
You don't want to miss this. So good.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
And another one coming up. We've got a story about a mama manatee.
I love a manatee.
That gets tangled in a crab trap, and a whole two-state armada of heroes races to save her while her baby watches. Grab a tissue on that one too, Maria. It's going to be a crybaby story.
And a high school football player finds out he's been sharing his helmet with, oh God, I can't even say it. Creepy.
Wow.
Look first before you put anything on your head.
God bless America. That story, yes, we'll give you the heebie-jeebies, but thank God nothing happened. All right. Also, we have a pizza night in town.
I love pizza.
That turned into almost a $9,000 blessing for one of our nonprofits here in St. Augustine. I can't wait to tell you about that story.
This is exciting. And a criminal mastermind who made her own license plate. I'm not going any further. Like
Shenanigans. That sounds like shenanigans.
This is my new thing I'm doing for people who are like this dumb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true story. Plus, this day in history, we've got a lot of details by Dean this morning, and of course, the local music report.
Yeah.
And our local music report will be getting a remix today because I put us in Facebook jail. But thank you very much, Mr. Zuckerberg, for giving us this platform, Metaverse, that we appreciate every single day so that we can shine bright on the Sunny TV network.
And
All right.
I'm coming in hot about badly behaved kids and the checked out parents who let them run wild.
Yeah, I know. This is something that's going to...
This is a big deal to me.
It's going to get your blood pressure up.
Yeah,
Make sure
already.
Where are your Purine tablets? You threw them out.
You mean the baby M&Ms?
We pretend baby M&Ms are pills. I know. We're like 5 years old. Okay. Today's show is history, heart, and music. And, of course, it's fierce.
It's fresh.
It's Sunny Messy TV. And we wouldn't have it any other way with our title sponsors, the Bailey Group and Steve Chapman's All American Air. Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All American Air Conditioning, voted best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
What's going on with that weather?
Oh my God, you guys, we really need to help David with his confidence.
No, I'm fine.
I'm kidding.
Please.
It's a joke.
Yeah, and nobody laughed. Maybe one person, your mom.
No.
Hey, talk about this weather, though. It's getting a little bit sticky, misty out there.
Oh my God, you guys, I can't. I'm so like. So today's going to be 90, but it's going to feel 106.
How's the air conditioner in your car?
Fantastic.
See, that's
why
see?
are you trying to jinx me?
No, I'm trying to you to see the positive. At least you have that benefit. There are kids in the Midwest that are going through this heat pattern right now.
You know what? They're new drivers. They don't need luxuries.
And they don't have air conditioning. Look, think about those European cities right now that do not have any air conditioning, and you're sitting here saying, "You know what, darling? I can't take it anywhere. The weather is just so hot."
Maybe we step on a crack. And tonight's going to be 77, but it's going to feel 86. Let's get into some details by Dean.
DetailsByDean.com. Love it.
Today is National Food Holiday. It's one of my favorite, National Filet Mignon Day.
Ooh, how do you cook your steak?
Medium rare.
Oh, rare. I like it mooing, baby.
Oh my God, people will do a filet and they'll do it well, and I have to leave the table. I can't watch
I don't
them do
understand. And, well, one of our close friends, and which will not be named on this podcast, likes it with ketchup.
Go away from me.
It celebrates one of the most tender cuts of beef there is. Buttery, mild, melt in your mouth. Steakhouses love to mark the day with a special preparation, from a classic pan-seared medallion to versions with herb, butter, or rich wine reduction. And here's your tasty factoid, Sonnies. Filet mignon is French for dainty. Oh, they named it after me.
Yes.
Or cute little filet. See?
But,
Go
go ahead.
You're good.
All right, so today is my day. And any of you other people out there, it's International Left-Handers Day. Don't use scissors.
A day to celebrate lefties and raise a little awareness about living in a world built for right-handers. From scissors to desks and what...
The whiteboard, trying to write on a whiteboard. Oh,
Right.
So stupid.
Let me tell you about this prestigious club here. We have former President Barack Obama is a lefty.
Okay.
Paul McCartney, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and even Leonardo da Vinci were all left-handed. Only about 10% of people on Earth are left-handed. So if you're a lefty, you're not clumsy, you're rare.
We rare.
1 in 10, baby.
My mom just yelled at me.
What did she say?
She said, Melanie, stop making those kind of jokes at David. God.
At least I got an attorney out there. Thank you.
My mom is always your attorney. Notable birthdays. John Slattery.
Slattery.
Thank you. He's 64 today and still known as the silverest fox on television.
Yeah, he was Roger Sterling on
yeah.
Mad Men. Remember him?
Mr.
Yeah.
Cutie Patootie.
He stayed busy across film and TV and has moved into directing, too. Slattery also popped up in the Marvel Universe, playing Howard Stark in Iron Man's dad. From the ad agency to the Avengers, he's very versatile.
And notable deaths today. Florence Nightingale, 1910, the woman who basically invented taking care of people the right way.
That's right, the founder of modern nursing. Nightingale revolutionized hospital sanitation and patient care, and her work is still fundamental to medicine all over the world today. A beautiful fact is they called her the lady with the lamp because she'd walk to the hospital wards checking on wounded soldiers. To this day, International Nurses Day is celebrated on her birthday.
And H.G. Wells, the man who dreamed up the future before it got here. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, he was the author of The War of the Worlds, remember?
Love it.
And The Time Machine. And Wells helped define early science fiction and inspired generations of writers and filmmakers who came from him. A 1938 radio version of War of the Worlds, narrated by Orson Welles, sounded so real that some listeners genuinely thought Martians were invading. That's the original fake news scare.
Very good. And in world news today, in 1961, construction of the Berlin Wall begins. And honey, it went up practically overnight.
Yes, East German authorities began erecting the Berlin Wall on this day.
7th grade now?
Dividing us. I just read it. It was on my paper. Dividing a city, separating families, and shaping Cold World geopolitical atmosphere.
Okay, and in 2004, the Olympic Games opens in Athens, going all the way back to where it started.
Mm-hmm. They blended a modern athletic spectacle with that ancient history. It was fun.
And in 1860, Annie Oakley is born, and America's about to meet the best shot it's ever scene.
Yeah, the legendary sharpshooter.
We're not talking about Fireball.
That's right.
Ooh.
Later, the star of Buffalo Bill's Wild Wild West show and was born on this day. Her incredible skill and showmanship made her a true American icon.
Choo, choo, choo.
Speaking of iconic, let's get into this local music report, shall we? Strum it, drum it, hum it down, Sonny. It's time for the local music report to make you proud on this Thursday, Thirsty Thirst Trap Thursday on August 13th. Here we go. Oh, are you ready for somebody new? Banjo Brown.
Who's this?
Banjo Brown is playing at Bin 39 today at 1. That's fun. I'd like to see somebody
Yeah, but what
fun.
if he doesn't really play banjo? He just plays like the spoons.
I mean,
What if that's
he's
his
got to
thing?
have a banjo if his name is Banjo
They're
Brown.
like, where's your banjo? He's like, I don't really play banjo. I play the spoons. Joke's
Smokin'
on
Joe
you.
Shower is at Meehan's at 3. Sean Ryan is going to be performing at Bin 39 at 4 o'clock. Vinny Jacobs, Hurricane Grill at Wings at 5. Trevor Compton, Shorts Golf Club at 5. Jonathan Lee Dotson at Casa de Vino 57. 5:30 tonight is the city is putting on the concerts in the plaza featuring Green with Envy. That's at 6. Shyla Macaluso. Ooh, and my new favorite spot is 17 King.
I like it there, too.
Ooh, it's good. 6 o'clock p.m. And we've got Groove.
Yeah.
I love this band, and they're playing tonight at our homegirl Hillary's at 6 o'clock. Go show up and show out over at Hillary's. We got some great expectations for those local musicians.
People are looking for a company. I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
All right, Sonnies. Our next guest went from the saddle to the spotlight. She was a horsewoman before she was a singer, and now that soulful powerhouse voice has folks tossing out names like Stevie Nicks, Adele. I said what I said. She writes her own songs, she plays her own piano, and pours hope and heart into every single note. And Sonnies, we are beyond honored because she is debuting her brand new single, Like Any Other Day, right here, right now on Sonny TV. Please give an incredible warm welcome to our friend, our fierce and fabulous Sage Trunnell. Hey, Sage.
Hello. Oh my God. Can you come to all my shows and say that?
I would love to. It's literally like I love to like introduce artists because it's such a gift to have the power of artistry. You have such an incredible journey. I would love to start with the whole equine world. Like, how did this happen, and how did music tie into it?
Yeah, it's very crazy. I just honestly, apparently, according to my mom, it might not be true, but I've loved horses since I could even talk.
They're
I just
majestic, yeah.
I mean, they are. And I think it's something about they reflect your energy back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, God had to humble me and made me a horse girl and a theater girl. So just my whole life, I was riding horses and doing music. And honestly, throughout high school and college, I was really focusing on the horses, and I was just writing songs in my room. And then I kind of fell into doing music. So it's just kind of a part of who I am. And
We had Horseplay on, and they were talking a lot about how the trust factor and horses, really
Yeah.
come into play.
Yeah.
And I also think like the rhythm and the cadence of a horse kind of gives you that trust for yourself personally, right?
Yeah.
What did a horse teach you about giving trust into your own world?
I feel like with the horses, you just know when they're there for you, and
Yeah.
you can also just know when things are off. Like, again, I struggled with anxiety too,
Okay.
so going out there, they do reflect how you're feeling. And even now, my horses are out there with like 3 horses, and when I go out there, I'm like, I have to hype myself up, and you have to be the boss, and if you're not, they won't respect you. So you kind of have to coach yourself into being who you need to be in
Yeah.
order to be successful in that. And I think even now with doing music and stuff, I don't really get nervous, because even going into the ring, I did show jumping. So whoever has the fastest time without knocking anything over wins. And my dad, every show, we used to sit by the ring and he would say, visualize, Sage, visualize. And it used to make me so annoyed. But now
It's the truth, yeah.
it's the truth. And even with anything I do, I think if you sit there, it clears your intentions, first off. It gives you a plan. And the more that you run through it, the more you're able to do it how you need to do it.
I love that.
You know?
Well, you've been writing your own songs since since you were super little, right?
Yeah.
What was like that first song like? We asked this to another artist too. We asked this to Eris, remember, Mel?
Yeah, she said it was terrible.
What was your first song like?
So it's weird. The first one I specifically remember, and I was like, this is so good. It wasn't. But it was called Without You, and I was probably in 5th or 6th grade.
Oh.
And it is funny, all of those first songs I wrote, they were always love songs. And, you know, the lyric that I remember is like, I can't live, I can't breathe without you. And it's like, girl, you're like 12. Like,
I
what
love
are you
that,
talking
though.
about? But I think
We were all like that. We were all singing about things that we should not have been singing
yes.
about.
In our room, singing these songs, and I listen to the songs now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that song is dirty. And then I'm like, wait a minute. The songs we listened to were way worse.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Singing Jason Derulo when I was like
Right,
11. Oh my God. But
In the back of the cab.
But even like when we moved last time, my parents found, it's so embarrassing, but all of these little papers of just even little poems.
Oh,
and
wow, that's really
drawings
cool.
That's
and
not
crayons.
embarrassing.
Do you still have that?
They do, yeah.
You should
somewhere.
shadow box that and like keep
Yes,
that. That's
that's
really
not
important.
embarrassing. That's really
when you
cool.
get to like the senile age of that Mel and I are, you were going to
Yes.
want these moments, like those like first grade papers. I want to see like my chicken scratch handwriting back in the day. It's so I mean, our
That's
child,
really cool.
because I guess kids have such a sense of wonder and wanderlust, and there's such a beautiful vulnerability that I wish that we could protect, you know. But it does have to go away like a patina over time in life. But going back to songwriting, I mean, where do you draw your inspiration? Is it, you know, the land? Is it love? Is it something that another musician inspires you?
I think they definitely all inspire me, and just so many times you listen to a lyric and you're like, oh, I wish I would have thought that. Or
Right,
like, you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, ugh.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's just all about, I think through life, the most intimate thing is how you feel about it, what you learn from it. Because in life, what you get is what you choose to take.
Yeah.
And I do love the most recent song I wrote a song last week, and it's a little love song. And I think there's such a place for love, but I think the 3 cardinal emotions that rule us are hope, love, and fear.
Yes.
And I think sometimes in the society, there's such an emphasis on love, which is valuable and needed, but I think there's not enough about hope. And so that's what keeps me going. It's
True.
what I think the voice that I found over especially the last couple of years. I think we all need reminders of
Yeah.
it too. So.
And it's interesting too, and with an artist's journey, because right now you might be in the chapter of love,
Yeah.
and then the next album you might be in the chapter of fear. I'm watching Ariana Grande right now go through
Yes,
her and complete catalog, which has been bubble pop, fun, and beautiful. Then it got a little darker, until now we're at Pedal, which is a completely rage album.
Yeah.
It's beautiful,
Yeah.
and I love to see that vulnerability.
Yeah.
Do you think the evolution of an artist is something that you look forward to?
I think so. And I think, you know, actually I was just in New York City a couple weeks ago.
Awesome.
And
It's my home base.
I
Hey, girl.
love it so much. But I was talking to one of my friend's girlfriends, and she's an artist there, very, very talented. And we kind of got into the conversation of, I think when you are an artist, I'm always terrified every time I write a song that, oh, this is my last one.
Right.
And she kind of said that as an artist, 'cause she's a physical artist, she was like, it's funny for me, it's like, I feel like I found my style, and I'm scared that now I found it, you know? And like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. I think we all know deep down your experiences, it's going to change your voice, so you're never going to be stuck in that rut.
Yeah.
But I think it can feel so, I don't know, hard to grasp.
Yeah,
sometimes.
and overwhelming at times too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Again, I'm going to shout out some more of my pop girlies, but a huge Charlie XCX fan over here. I mean, you know that we had this conversation behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So Charlie was just in an interview and talked about how this new album is obviously it's being praised, but she was honing in on her inspiration and afraid to lose that inspiration.
Yeah.
And as a seasoned artist. Myself, I feel like, you know, when you lose that inspiration, you were like, oh, I wish I would have written that down on that napkin that day
Yeah.
in that rainstorm at the cafe and how I was feeling.
Yeah.
So if I can give you one piece of advice is to always, whatever you're doing and you feel the light of inspiration, just go for it.
Yeah.
It's just like you pull over in traffic and you get in your notes app and you
Yeah.
write those lyrics down. What does that songwriting process look like for you?
That's the thing. It's different with every song. Trust, my notes app is overflowing.
I love it. Good. It should be.
Yeah, and I just, you know, I even have a whole words in terms of phrase, like big document, where anytime I'm watching a documentary or watching a TikTok, so many brain rot, but so many of my songs have started with me seeing a TikTok and being like, wow, that's really beautiful, or made me feel something.
Yeah.
And so, but each time, I mean, Rattlesnake Falls, one of my personal favorite
Oh, yeah.
songs I've written.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I wrote that one crying in my room, alone in bed. I wrote it as a poem, and then I just fit chords underneath it. And then there's other songs that have started with a fun little piano inner melody, and then I write lyrics to that. So I think it really depends on the song,
Yeah.
but I think it always starts with a feeling, you know?
Sage, does the words come first or does the music come first?
I think for me personally, the words come first. I'm a lyricist.
Yeah.
That's what I really value. And even lately, I've had to learn how to be more succinct.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys can tell I'm a rambler.
No, but it's great.
Yeah.
It's actually valuable rambling. So we're really painting a beautiful picture of your artist journey, which is amazing. What are some of your challenges? What are some things that Sage is like, you know what? If I could have $1 million, I would fix this.
I mean, first, if I had $1 million, I would want to feed children. That's definitely a huge
Yeah,
passion of
there it
mine.
is. That's the heart of St. Augustine right there.
I'm going to sound so terrible, but I would take care of animals before kids.
I'm actually for you, Mel.
It's
Yeah.
honest.
I love animals. I mean, if I had 5 million, I'd do them both.
There you go. Well, then let's name it and claim it right now. 5 million right on your plate. Awesome.
But I think just to be able to give back, like everything, I think my biggest challenge now is, it's kind of interesting how you even said like the evolution of an artist. Moving here 2 years ago, I'm sure the city does in ways paint itself in my lyrics. But I think the biggest change over anything has been playing in front of people and how that changes how you write.
Right.
Where my entire life, I was writing to deal with things that I couldn't yet admit to myself.
Right.
And now anytime I'm writing a song, I'm like, I'm going to sing this next week, you know? So
Right.
it kind of changes. And I think you have to kind of force yourself to remain honest.
You know what I love watching you perform is like at the AC Hotel, and you see like, you know, people looming in a room and they're enjoying and they're mingling, and then all of a sudden a lyric that you sing will make people stop dead in their tracks. It's almost like today, like we scroll through our phones and you're in social media and you're just constantly going, and then you stop at a reel that you want to actually see. That's a very powerful thing that you actually possess. And I don't know how, if you realize that, and I hope you do, because I think that you have such an elevated presence about yourself,
Thank you.
which is really amazing. And it's not, it's like a thing that you're born with it. You know, maybe she's born with it, maybe she's Maybelline.
I
Right,
don't know.
yeah,
I don't know.
I know. So you're playing in venues all over downtown right now, and you said the city does shape a little bit, but how has our ancient city culture like inspired you in some ways? I mean, it's very European.
Yeah.
Do you feel a different vibe from your music for where you were before from where you are now?
I definitely think so. I think it definitely has matured me a lot. And even I'm from Gainesville, shout out, go Gators.
Hey,
But, you know, I was hitting up Midtown. That was the type of experience I was getting for
True,
a couple
but
years.
a totally different experience. You
Yeah.
don't have the ocean breeze out there,
Yeah,
okay?
No, you do not. Oh my God. Even last time I went back, I was like, was the air always like an armpit here? Or is
Yeah,
this like a new thing?
exactly.
It's so gross there.
It's hard.
so
I don't know how
bad.
people do it. No
Yeah.
wonder they're little crates here. God bless.
It's terrible. And I think it definitely has. I've matured a lot more. And even now, I think actually it's weird. I'm very excited though. I am playing with a new sound in an upcoming project.
Awesome.
That is very European. So maybe
Okay.
maybe it's St. Augustine that gave me that realization. But it definitely is just more changing the wealth of experience and that I'm able to write from. And I went to school for political science and history. So
Oh, fabulous.
Wow.
just
Awesome.
on a personal level, I love to walk around and, you know,
Yeah.
the whole thing. I remember hearing once that it's basically the earth is a palimpsest, which is like an OG whiteboard.
Yes.
And you can look at 1 square foot of land and see generations of
Oh, yeah.
people. And, you know, it's so evident here.
We have so many stories to tell you.
Oh my God, thank God she didn't say the world's flat.
Well, yeah, we did actually have that Reddit story the other day, and that was hysterical.
People, you know, people
Oh.
really think that, Sage.
I can't.
But going back to the plot of land that you just said gave me chills because, I mean, and I talk about her often, but Ann Colby came on our show. She's a
she's
great
amazing.
historian, and she talks about this lady named Blanche Altavilla, which was like the madam of all prostitutes in our town.
She ran the
Honestly,
town.
She was
Yeah.
a freaking American diva, like amazing, and she did it with class. Like that,
Yeah.
you had, if you were one of her ladies, you'd have your own house, you'd have
Healthcare.
healthcare,
Yeah.
and like a life.
Yeah.
It was just a job. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I know that's a little bit crass, but it's the truth. But
Yeah.
that's in one plot of land. There's been generations of history in this
Yeah.
town, which can really speak volumes.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that.
Yeah.
All right, let's like any other day. Talk to us about this single that you're going to be singing in a couple minutes. But where did this come from?
So this was actually the first one where I worked with a co-writer on this.
Okay.
So it was me and Zev, and he is great. And he's been able to really elevate what I'm able to write in the sense that I'm not, as we saw yesterday.
Wait, Zev from Los Angeles?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing.
You know, Zev
I just
Troxler?
follow. Yeah, amazing.
Yes, yes, yes.
Girl, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
so-
I'm in this interview now. Here we go. I'm just kidding.
Period.
That's
you know,
awesome.
Zev means wolf too, and he's from Alaska, and his parents raised wolves.
He
And
is so talented.
He's so talented. He's so cool, and he's so fun to work with. Where even, I mean, but it really has changed a lot of how I write. In that, you know, when I used to write, you're able to have the luxury of, oh, I'm not really feeling it, or like it's
Right.
not coming, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go scroll TikTok for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And come back to it. And now, like, when I meet with him, it's like you sit down and you have 4 hours and you
Yeah.
are writing a song.
Yeah.
And like whether or not your brain is there that day, like it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
this is your time, you have to do it. So I think that changed a lot. And also just the fact of he's so good on Logic and with all the ability of doing the, I don't know, just make it a fuller arrangement.
Okay.
And I think having that behind it, I've been able to get into my pop bag,
Mm-hmm.
which is very, very fun. And even this song, like when it comes out next Thursday, August 20th.
Yeah, you're getting the exclusive today,
yeah.
baby. Yes.
Yes.
But there's so much vocal layering, which I have never done. And
It's
I
a thing,
actually
yeah.
just straight up sang all those harmonies. And
What
so-
does that brain session look like then? Is it? Can you describe the room? Are you pacing back and forth? Are there papers everywhere? What does this look like?
It really is. I wish back in 50 years ago, maybe we would have been able to write things down, but my hands have atrophied. It's really just a notes document. We're much less classy. But we just sit there. and-
Environmentally sound.
Yes, yes, thank you. I love the positive spin. But we just sit, and you sit on Zoom and we join and, you know, we kind of chat and we look at a million different kind of jumping points. And especially with this song, I really wanted to do something for summer. I wanted to do something. I love Fleetwood Mac.
Oh
you
God,
know.
Silver Springs is my all-time anthem. Oh my God.
I love Silver Springs. Every time I cover that, I'm like, you have to do such a good job. Because
Oh,
it's
you
such a-
have to.
a
Oh my
gigantic
goodness.
song.
Oh, that song. And when she looks at Lindsay, like you'll never get away from the sound of a woman that. Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah.
That live performance is one of the
Insane,
best.
insane. Yes, I know. I loved it.
But it's really just bouncing ideas back and forth.
Okay.
And you know, some of them are bad, some of them are great though.
Yeah.
And it leads you to a song. And then I just went and recorded it. He zoomed in, helped me with the performance. He kept telling me to turn my swag on, and I was like, oh God.
Okay.
I'm not a swaggy girl.
Okay.
I'll try.
Okay. Are you like twerking and playing the keyboard at the same time?
Yes. No.
Perfect. Swag in the bag, baby. I love it. Well, this is amazing. And when you left the studio, did you just feel like, yes? I mean, because I know you're a perfectionist. You want it to be absolutely perfect, and all the background vocals and everything is all balanced. Did you know it was time to say print? I'm ready to go.
I think it was honestly more of even I knew leaving, even if I made a mistake, I had so much fun singing in the studio.
Cool.
And I think that really shines through. Or even when I'm a little sick, which you shouldn't really sing when you're sick, but hey, girls, got to make some money.
I
so-
know. God bless. I love a raspy Belinda Carlisle voice. Yes.
literally. But every time I'm not really, or even now, if I'm just not feeling up to snuff one day, I'll just remind myself, have fun, mean what you sing.
Yeah.
And that's what people enjoy. You know,
Yes.
I don't sit there and listen to a musician and think, are they pitch perfect on every little note? You know, you
Right.
think
Yeah. And
about-
sometimes that's on purpose, which I
Yeah.
enjoy too, because I
Yeah.
love the dichotomy of the artistry of it. At the end of the day, that's what I look for. Are you singing with intention and you're singing with your whole heart?
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I think that vulnerability, like going back to what we talked about earlier, is such a precious thing.
Yeah.
And especially if you can capture that on stage, hell yeah, I'm buying tickets all day to that show. So without further ado, I'd love for you to move into a little bit of a performance space.
Yes.
And take this away. Sonnies, we have such an incredible moment here. We have Sage performing Like Any Other Day.
rolling green and paper like any other day. Oh, 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 oh. Like any other day. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, running up the credit line to borrow wasted time, hiking up the interest. How we only see our friends when they're married or they're dead, like bullets on a checklist. Hurry up and we can't keep up with the pace. World heavy on our shoulders. Every now and again we escape from our heads and go back to when it was Sunday morning. Nothing really matters. Happy ever after. Picking wild flowers, children of the nature, rolling green and paper like any other day. Oh, 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 like any other day. Oh, 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 like any other day. Ooh, ooh, any other day.
Oh my
God, that is
Sage!
so. You're amazing.
That is so
That's gonna be in my head all the
beautiful.
live long day.
You took us on a journey on that beautiful song. Oh,
I
are
never
you?
sang so early in the morning. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you
Well,
sound
you did fantastic.
crystal clear, majestic.
Thank
You
you.
just totally
So
took me
good.
out of my body. That element was
Thank
so
you.
amazing.
Thank
So tell everybody the song is going to be released. How can we hear it again?
And
It's
how
gonna
can we
be-
follow you?
Yes, please. On Instagram, it's Sage_music, 2 underscores. And it's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Pandora, whatever you listen to.
Fabulous.
It will be there. And this one is called Like Any Other Day. Or if they want to follow along, it's Sage, like the color, or a wise man, but I'm still working on becoming wise.
Yes, you are. You're
We're a little
incredible.
closer every day. And then Trunnell, 2 N's, 2 L's. So
Love it. You are an absolute gift. More to come. You have to come back on Sunny TV.
Please, this has been such a pleasure. Thank you
Oh,
guys.
Oh,
Yay.
it's such a dream. Guys, Sage is amazing. Please go and follow her. We're going to tag her in comments right now. We're going to take a quick break with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliant. Maritime Vibe Check!
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative. They set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
Need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
Call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance, because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account. Oh my God. How am I ever going to recover from that performance? That was so amazing.
good.
I can't. I'm like a mess over here. I'm so proud of you, Sage. Thank you so much. You are incredible. And if you don't think that ever, please rewatch this program, because
So good.
you have so much talent in your pinky, girlfriend. I'm so excited for you.
I tagged in Lady
Ugh,
Gaga,
I'm
so
a
maybe she'll pick
freaking
you up.
mess over here. That was a beautiful song.
So good.
Yes, Thursday that song comes out. We got an exclusive today. Amazing. All right, let me man up here. Yeah, sit in the woods, eat the bark. Here we go. Wheelman, an evening with Keith Perini. Okay, I can do it. Words are good today. Sonny's, hop on and hold tight because our friends over at the Leitner Museum are hosting an evening that's equal parts adventure story and a history lesson, and it happened right on two very big wheels. Meet St. Augustine's own Keith Periani. There it is, David. And get ready to hear one of the coolest journeys that you'll ever come across this year. Mel?
When I tell you this man is committed to the bit, listen to this.
All right.
Keith just rode one of those old-timey high-wheel bicycles of when, I see that guy.
We've seen him.
We
That's
know
that
this
guy.
guy. He
We've
used
seen
to live
him on
by
the,
Addie.
Yes, right, over in Abbott Track.
And with the enormous front wheel and the teeny
Fuller
little
wood.
back one, all the way from Michigan to Philadelphia. And
Whoa!
on a modern bike, honey, he rode a 56-inch Victor high wheel.
Wow,
which
that's
was
2
built in
Fridays on a Saturday.
1889.
That's a big bike.
Yes.
And it wasn't a quick spin around the block, Mel. Keith and 5 fellow riders, a group called the Wheelmen, pedaled 775 miles in just 13 days from the Henry Ford Greenfield Village in Dearborn, Michigan, all the way to Independence Hall, and where the beautiful Y, Sonny's The Whole Ride, called the 2026 Golden Jubilee Tour, was to celebrate the 50th anniversary of a very same journey a group of wheelmen made back in 1976 for America's bicentennial. History honoring history. Hey.
Yes, Keith's going to walk you through the whole thing, the triumphs, the challenges, and what on the earth was I thinking moments, with stories, photos, and a Q&A. And when his writing's done, you get to wander through his exhibition in the museum, Riding High, packed with his gorgeous antique bicycles. It's a whole night out for $20, 10 if you're a member.
This is super cool. So mark that down, Sonny's, Thursday, August 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the beautiful Leitner Museum, right here, downtown St. Augustine. Come hear one of the most determined St. Augustine men in history and how he conquered nearly 800 miles of modern America on a bicycle from the 1800s. Mel, shout out that time again.
This is the Wheelman, an evening with Keith Perini, Thursday, August 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Leitner Museum. Cost is $20 per person, $10 for Leitner Museum members. Bonus, stay to explore the Riding High vintage bicycles from Keith Perini Collection exhibition. Light refreshments are served.
I'm telling you, Renee has been shouting on the rooftops how cool this is. Go check that out. Very, very amazing. Let's get to local one. We've got... Yeah, but this is quite a story. Sonny's, check your helmet next time, okay?
God.
This one's going to make your skin crawl just for a second. Don't worry, Maria. We'll get back to it. But this ends with everybody safe and sound, so there is a sunny side of this. So here we go. Take a breath. Out in Arkansas, a high school football player was out at practice, did his warm-ups, popped on his helmet, and started playing. But for a while, he felt something moving inside his helmet on his head. Now, most of us would have just launched the helmet into orbit, Sonny's, but this man kept his cool, took it off, and brought it to one of his coaches to take a look. When they peeked in, paddling Sonny's, there was a snake curled up in there, a 2-foot-long venomous cottonmouth. Oh my God. If I was his mother, I would be like, you're going to swim practice. And here's the part that'll stop your heart. He had been wearing that helmet with the venomous snake tucked inside of it for nearly an hour. The animal service director said the whole thing was just, quote, unreal. You had to see a picture to believe it, and that snake was just so comfy in there, it didn't want to leave. The officers actually had to pour water onto the helmet to coax it out into a bag. Animal control then carried it off and released it back into the woods and away from the school. Incredible story, though.
Guys.
That kid should play the lottery.
Cottonmouth is the second most venomous snake in the whole state. This could have been a truly different story.
Could have been a disaster.
Oh, my God. He'd been wearing the helmet for an hour.
We talk about having angels. That kid has some serious angels around him.
The
God
head
bless
coach
him.
used it to remind the team to always inspect their equipment.
He used it as a PSA. I love that. I love that.
All right, you didn't get dead by that snake, so everybody check on inside that helmet.
We're going to do a new check on those helmets there.
check.
Absolutely. Going to do the swipe
I
check.
I got the heebie-jeebies from that story.
All right. Well, that's amore. We're going to get it back to the Sunnyverse here. We're going back to local here. A pizza night that fed a whole lot more than just dinner. Ooh, I love this story because it's delicious and it's got a heart as big as a large deep dish, so pull up a chair. Our friends over at Bronx House Pizza just turned one single dinner service into a small fortune for neighbors in need. And the way they did it will make you so proud to live here. Here's a story. story. Bronx House Pizza, you know them, the beloved pizza and pasta spot that has been popping up all over Northeast Florida. They hosted a fundraiser Tuesday night at their Palencia location, and Sonny's, it sold out so fast they actually had to turn hungry folks away at the door. The team cooked up an elaborate 6-course tasting menu and the whole culinary trip around the world. And here's the beautiful part. They donated 100% of the money raised, every last dollar, $8,800 to St. Francis House in Port in the Storm. Programs right here in St. Augustine that serve people experiencing homelessness. St. Francis House provides emergency shelter and family support for adults and families. And Port in the Storm helps young adults ages 18 to 24 who are out there facing the world alone with shelter, meals, job readiness training, and the help finding permanent housing.
Yeah, but here's the detail that got me, because it says everything about who these Bronx House folks are.
Yeah.
The dinner ended, the last plates got cleared, and they did the count. They just count the cash and go home? No. Around 10 o'clock that night, the team packed up all the leftover gourmet food, drove it over to St. Francis House, delivered it right along with the money.
Amazing.
So the same 6-course meal feast the fancy dinner guests enjoyed, it went to everyone at the shelter.
So everybody
no
got a
waste.
chance. That is so good. And we had Bronx House. We had it when we were first moving about a year ago from
really
when we were
good.
moving to Lima. We loved it. It was great.
Yeah, but guess what?
I'm going to be eating more of that. That's for sure.
The event was part of the restaurant's new Supper Club series, an elaborate 6-course tasting meal. It
Cool.
sold out so fast that they had to turn diners away. They will be doing more of these to support the community.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to challenge Bruno to come on this show.
Yeah.
And we get to have a taste test of this 6-course meal.
What do you guys think?
Bruno, come on. You're supposed to be on the show already, buddy.
Taste test.
Very excited. He
Do
is an
it.
incredible human being. I
Yeah,
got a chance to
awesome.
meet him with Michelle Vagan over at Panache. The man is really, really salt of the earth.
The pizza's good.
And they're an amazing team. So yeah, big shout out to Bronx House Pizza. Thank you so much. That's how you do it, guys. You get in here, you're creating local businesses, but you're also a part of the local atmosphere, which is these nonprofits. Beautiful job, Bronx House Pizza. I think that's so commendable. Speaking of commendable, one of the greatest philanthropic companies in our town is Old Town Trolley, and of course, the St. Augustine Attractions Association. Sit back and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on- and off-free boarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com. St. Augustine isn't just a destination, it's an experience. From historic streets to the unforgettable adventures, the city is full of moments waiting to happen. But here's the move. Don't just guess your way through it. Go where the Sunnies find the most trusted attractions. The St. Augustine Attractions Association. Dozens of the best experiences all in one place. From history to hidden gems and everything in between. Plan smarter, explore deeper, experience more. Go to StAugustineFLAttractions.com, because here you don't just visit St. Augustine, you live it.
And help with that more than others.
Yes,
Mike's on.
thank you very much. Probiotics.
Mike's
Mel's
on.
talking to me about probiotics.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, you'll like this. You like manatees?
I love a manatee.
I love a sea cow story, right?
They're one of my favorite animals.
Well, up on the Georgia coast of St. Simon's Island, a
Freaking
fishing guy, well, you're going to like this Georgia guy. A fishing guy named Captain Davis Galland was out on the water when he spotted something heartbreaking. A manatee tangled up in the line with a buoy from a commercial crab trap.
Grr.
Now, Sonny's, a manatee is 1,000 pounds plus federally protected animal. And these gentle giants swim up from Florida into Georgia every year to feed. This poor girl was an innocent female wrapped up so badly that the line was starting to cut her skin. And here's the part that just gets me. Swimming right there beside her, oh my God, the whole time was her baby calf, refusing to leave Mama's side.
No.
But here's where the good comes in. Captain Gallen didn't just shake his head and fish on. He made the call, one phone call that set off something beautiful. Wildlife expert experts from both Georgia and Florida dropped everything and raced to the scene. We're talking the Georgia Department of Natural Resources and the Florida Fish and Wildlife folks, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and more, a 3-boat multi-state rescue armada, all for one queen manatee.
Guys, this was not easy. The team's whole plan was to bring Mama up onto the rescue boat with a special net to cut all the gear off of her. But guess what kept getting in the way? The 2 babies. 2 little manatees, including her calf, would not back off from her long enough for the rescue. And honestly, good for them. That's family. So the team adapted, worked by hand right there in the water,
Wow.
and carefully cut the buoy and the cruel line that was hurting her, using skills they've learned rescuing dolphins and whales. And they pulled it off just before a storm chased them off into the water. Talk about down to the wire and timing.
I love how everybody just rallied around this. So they got to cut her loose?
Yeah, they, instead of trying to bring her onto the boat because the 2 babies were there, they jumped in the water.
Okay.
And they all worked together in the water to make this happen.
What a beautiful story. I'm so glad that everybody lived and survived, because I just was thinking about those 2 baby calves. They're just watching their mama just so stuck, you know?
And think about the fact that if you see something, say something, do something, and they did.
There's so many of us that would have just video recorded it and just kept
That's
fishing.
what I'm saying. That's the world we live in. They video record and then they don't do anything, but these people did something.
So that's why we bring it up, so to give some good inspiration out there. If you see something, say
Stop
something.
videotaping.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Stupids.
you know, and that's why people are learning, and that's why we're talking about it. So that's a good thing. All right,
Go.
let's get into this next story. Finding your voice, a college kid, a library, and the power of words. Here's the story. Out in Providence, Rhode Island, a young man named Justin Dunn, a college student at Brown University, spent his whole summer doing something wonderful. He taught a 4-week English class for immigrant teenagers at the city's public library.
Love it.
Now, these kids who came to a new country they're working hard to learn a new language, which, Sonny's, is one of the bravest, most difficult things a person can do. But here's what made Justin's class so super special. He didn't just drill vocabulary words on a worksheet and call it a day. No, Justin understood something important. Knowing a word on paper is one thing, but having the courage to say it out loud in the real world is a whole other victory. So he took English out of the classroom and into life. When the class studied food and shopping, he walked his students down to the local market and had them actually practice ordering and chatting with the cashier. When it came to jobs, he helped these teens build their very first resumes, teaching them English words to describe who they are and what they've done and what they can do.
Yeah, so this is super duper smart, and let me tell you why it got me. Think about a resume really does for those kids.
True.
It's a doorway. It's a first job, a paycheck, a foothold into a new country. And Justin is standing there with the key to that door. One English word at a time, but the part that makes you a little tear up is Justin said some of his own coworkers at that library were immigrants who first walked through those doors years ago, needed help with English themselves, and later came back to work there, helping with the next person. So somebody walks in needing help and later walks through the same doors that gave them the help. So it's not just like a library, guys. It's a total full circle moment.
And I think what he was really cultivating here, and Christy said it in comments, is that trust factor.
Yeah,
I think that's really important because they're already insecure about trying to be able to speak English, but he was still standing there like an angel on their shoulders. And if they got tongue-tied with the cashier, he'd help guide them to the right way. That's a beautiful way to learn something new.
Yeah,
I think
not only the trust factor with that, but with situations like this, there's other trust factors that he helped put into place. So I think this is awesome.
A really good note here is Justin didn't wait until he was rich or famous or important to make a difference. He's a college kid on his summer break. He didn't have to do this. No. He used the summer that he had with the skills that he had, the language that he already spoke, and poured it into somebody who needed it. That's it. That's the whole secret, Sonnies. You don't need a fortune or a title to change a life. You just need to look around, notice who's struggling, and offer what's already in your hands.
I love it.
That's a powerful, powerful
you go,
story.
Justin.
Yes.
We'll get you some pizza.
Yes.
From Bronx House.
That'll be great. Yeah.
Bruno will cover it cost.
All right, we are going to get into a brand new edition of DJ Snack Pack Playlist. We got a little bit of a wrist slapping yesterday, so we have to do this remix.
It a little.
So we're going to make it as interesting as possible, okay? This first song, You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog.
Crying all the time.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Crying all the time.
Well, you never caught a rabbit.
And you ain't no friend of mine.
Could tell me a little bit about it.
Elvis didn't write it, and he wasn't even the first to sing it. Hound Dog was written by the legendary team of Lieber and Stoller, and was first recorded years earlier in 1953 by powerhouse blues singer Big Mama Thornton, whose version ran at #1 R&B smash all on its own.
Oh.
Here's a fun wrinkle. The lyrics changed. Big Mama's original was a sassy song about a no-good, freeloaded man, and by the time it reached Elvis, it had been reworked into a song about a literal, actual dog. I sing this to Daisy because she a hound dog.
Yeah, you ain't nothing. Oh, can't sing it. God,
Don't do it.
I'm trying not
Ready?
to. When you're alone and your life is making you lonely.
You can always go downtown.
When you've got worries and all the noise and the hurry.
Seems to help, I know. Downtown.
Just listen to the music and the traffic of the city.
Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty.
How can you lose? Yeah.
The lights are so much brighter there.
You forget all your troubles, forget all your cares.
So go
Downtown.
downtown.
Things will be great when you're
Downtown.
no finer place when you're
Downtown.
everything's waiting for you.
Treat yourself.
Remix.
The songwriter Christy hates this, by the way.
I
does
know.
it.
Chrissy's like,
this.
I hate this. Go back to
The
singing.
songwriter Tony Hatch dreamed this up in one walkthrough in Times Square. He captured the "Come Alive in the City" feeling and handed it to the British singer
Petula Clark.
Thank you. So, Downtown shot to #1 in America, making her the first British singer to top the U.S. charts in the entire rock and roll era.
It is killing me not singing right now. Imagine me and you. I do.
I think about you day and night. It's only right.
To think about the girl you love and hold her tight.
So happy together.
I can't see me loving nobody but you.
For all my life.
When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue.
For all my life.
Ay, ay, ay.
When Happy Together hit #1, it knocked off the Beatles out of their top spot with Penny Lane, off the throne for 3 whole weeks. Little Turtles' Big Giant Slingshot. And the song was almost never recorded. It got rejected a dozen times by other artists before landing with the Turtles. The demo was reportedly so worn out from being passed around, it was practically falling apart.
All right, let's get into Sunshine Shenanigans. The arts and crafts crime spree here
Jesus.
today. Yeah, here's the setup.
My
Sonny's-
mom said this is painful.
It was very painful for us too. All we want to do is sing, but unfortunately,
We can't.
It is considered a copyright law, and we can no longer do that. So we'll have to pivot and figure something out to do. Our crafty criminal is cruising around town, and she's got a little problem today, Sonny's. No proper license plate. Now, most folks in this situation would just go down to the DMV, wait in that miserable line, and get a real one like a functioning member of society. Not our girl. Not our girl. Our girl has vision, right? Our girl has a can-do spirit. So she sits down, and I'm not making this up, she makes one out of cardboard. Mel,
Stop.
picture.
Let's see our girl.
Oh my God, there it is.
Shut the F up.
A homemade, handcrafted arts and craft license plate, slapped it on the back of her car and hit the road.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Confident as can be, like she pulled off the heist of the century with a glue stick and a marker and a little bit of a glitter gun. Here's the thing about a real license plate: they're metal, boo-boo. They are reflective. They made it in an actual facility. And the piece of cardboard is none of those things. So you can imagine how it looked rolling down the highway. She wasn't fooling anybody. The deputies took one look at that soggy little rectangle of construction paper crime and lit her right up. And here's where it goes from bad to worse. Because once they had pulled her over, the questions kept coming and the answers kept getting rougher. Turns out the fake cardboard plate was just the opening act. The registration suspended. The insurance didn't have any. So the homemade masterpiece wasn't hiding a little problem. It was hiding the whole stack of problems. So instead of a quick ticket of our arts and crafts outlaw, she got herself arrested and charged with possessing a forged instrument. And Sonny's, that one, is the big F word, a felony. Plus a suspended registration charge and a fistful of traffic violations on top.
Call an Uber.
And that beautiful handmade cardboard plate she worked so hard on is now taken into evidence, which I can believe it's probably framed in somebody's office by now.
They're laughing really hard.
Her masterpiece is now sitting in a box in a police station, the crown jewel of the world's saddest art gallery. And her bail, $400, which, and I want you to sit with this, it's a whole lot more than would have cost if she would have just gotten in an Uber in the first place,
Yeah,
right?
I can't. All right.
Unbelievable.
So let's talk about what frustrates me today. Kids.
Oh, I'm shocked. Whoa, really?
So think about when you're at a restaurant or you're out in public and the parents are staring at their phone, not paying attention to the kids. They've checked out, they're tired, whatever. And the kids are running all over the damn place.
I know.
Knocking things
Feral.
over.
Feral children.
Yeah, and where are mom and dad? Sitting, scrolling, drinking drinks, not paying attention.
Susan would have.
Laughing, going, oh, they're just energetic.
Oh my, I can't stand.
My
That's an
mother
enabler.
never.
Yeah, that's my
No.
mother would never.
And you know what pisses me off even more?
Huh.
If you've ever been a server in a restaurant and people let their kids run wild, if you've ever had the kid run in front of you and you drop a whole tray of food and drinks.
Trip them.
Yep. And you know what? There's a restaurant owner, I think it's up in New York or Philadelphia.
Tell them, yeah.
He put a sign up because he
Yes.
got sick of people stop coming to his restaurant because the unruly children.
Did you? But also further,
So-
not just a sign. You would get a $50
Yes.
surcharge on your
so
bill.
if your kids were running wild, he put a note on the door, unruly children not welcome here, and people came for him.
Yes.
But a whole other group of people came for those people and said, you know what? We have a right to enjoy our meal in peace.
Hot mess and a
You
hand
can't
roll.
control your children, don't bring them in public.
No, otherwise
Teach them.
Mel's gonna put a little hot sauce in a spray bottle and just start, blessing the
No,
bad
I
children.
think I'm just going to keep tripping. I think I'm just going to stick my foot out and trip those little
Ah,
heathens.
you Mala. All right, speaking of trips, let's take a trip on this outro, shall we?
Yeah.
Today, I wrote a little something called The Butterfly out of inspiration from Sage's performance today. So, guys, before we go this morning, I want to tell you about a struggle so hard it almost looks cruel to watch, and why it's the very thing that lets something fly. I'm talking about the butterfly and the light and the fight that it has to put up with just to get out of its own cocoon. Stay with me, Sonnies, because this one might exactly be what somebody needs to hear today. Here's how it happens, Sonnies. Inside that little cocoon, a caterpillar has completely dissolved and remade itself into a butterfly. And now it has to get out, and it's not easy. That butterfly has to push and strain and fight its way into out through a tiny opening over and over again. For what it feels like forever. It looks exhausting. It can feel like suffering. There's almost a famous story about a man who watched a butterfly struggling and struggling, and his heart went out to it. So, meaning well, he took a little scissors and snipped that cocoon open to make it easier, and the butterfly came right out. But there's heartbreak in that story, Sonnies. The butterfly never flew. It crawled around with a swollen body and shriveled little wings, and it stayed grounded for the rest of its short life. Because what the man didn't know is the struggle is the point. The fight to squeeze through the tiny opening is exactly what forces the fluid out of the body and into the wings. Pushing is what makes the wings strong enough to fly. Take away the struggle, and you take away the flight. Sonnies, I need you to hear that again. That hard thing you're wrestling with right now, the season that's got you pushing and straining and wondering why it has to be so difficult. Well, the struggle is not a sign that something's wrong. The struggle is something is building the strength that you're going to need for what is next. The wings you'll fly with tomorrow are being forged in the flight that you're fighting today. You're not stuck, Sonnies. You are becoming. And here's a gentle word for those who love somebody who's also struggling. As much as it hurts to watch, don't always grab the scissors. Don't rob the people you love of the very battles that will make them strong. Be there, cheer them on, believe in them out loud, but trust that they were built to push through this and let them find their wings. So here's your takeaway. Don't despise your struggle. Don't pray for only an easy road. Keep pushing against that opening. One more time again, and because on the other side of the fight is a set of wings, you can't even imagine how beautiful they are yet. So keep pushing, Sonnies. You're not trapped. You're almost ready to fly, and we will take flight at 3 o'clock today on the show that's on in the afternoon, but all the cool
Don't
kids,
sing it.
all the Sonnies out there will know this as Afternoon Delight. That's right. We own that one, though, baby. All right, guys, hit that share button and have a beautiful rest of the day. We love you guys so much, and congratulations to Sage. Yeah, baby!
Hey.